Holy snapping duck shit.
My good mate from Bump and Run Booker joins us.
I'm excited for another great show tonight. Give it the hoot nanny.
Hey everyone, welcome along to TRACKSIDE with Kokpit, brought to you by GARAGE16, where we've been doing the build-up over the last 4 days. Day 5 of the build-up to the Enzed Superstock Teams Championship. Of course, counting down 7 days, 22 hours, 28 minutes, and 6 seconds. We look forward to the big event in Palmerston North at Central Energy Trust Stadium. My good friend Craig Booker joins you right now. Good afternoon, Books.
Good afternoon, mate. Yeah, the excitement is definitely getting closer and higher and building now, isn't it? We're on our last night of our team tonight, where we have Teamgb with us tonight. We have Gisborne Giants and the defending champions, mate, joining us as well tonight. So it's going to be another good night to top us off for the week. But, mate, I'm getting excited each night, and I wake up each morning and not long. You know, we wait for this every year, don't we?
Oh, exactly. You know, this time next week, I will be actually sitting down there in Palmerston North and looking forward to the event, obviously tomorrow week, next Saturday and Sunday. Hey, just want to remind our viewers who jumped on nice and early, I'll say hello to Tans, Daniel, Michael, Tracy, Ricky, Mike, George is on board as well. Who else we got? Is Stu, Grant, Carl, Emron, Mike, Yasid, Carl, and Steve, many others in there. But, mate, quickly just get into our competition we're doing, and I know you'll be posting up tomorrow morning, Saturday morning. Yep.
So tomorrow morning I'll put a poster up and information on how to enter our draw. And what we're doing is, if you have a child, son, daughter, grandchild, granddaughter, grandson, niece, nephew, between the ages of 9 and 13, you can enter them to win our competition, which is they can pick a team of their choice, and they'll go and become an honorary pit member or crew member of that team before the meeting. They'll get to change a wheel, do something with a spanner, clean, I don't know. The team will get them to do something, Kins. And they'll also get a prize pack. Excuse me. But the best thing is they get to go in the grand parade with the team, and then after that go back up and sit back with their family, because we can't have them in the pits obviously when the racing starts. But yeah, so something to lasting memory for some young person, Kins, that they'll never forget, mate. And it's great that the teams have jumped behind it with us for this competition, mate.
Yeah, exactly, mate. You know, it's all about that, those lasting memories, everlasting memories. And for some of these people who have never been, 44th running of the big event next weekend as well. Once you've been the first time, you get the bug, and no doubt you'll always turn up like most do every single year. And we'll find out more information around 2025. We'll catch up Bruce down at the square next Saturday. But we better bring in Teamgb, who are actually standing in the club rooms, I understand, at TWS Paradise Valley Speedway.
That's right. Here we go. Let's bring them in. There we go. Teamgb, all ready to go. Hey, you guys.
Hi, all right?
Hey.
Yeah, we're good. Charlie, Frankie, Junior, Frankie, Junior. How are you three?
Yeah, good. Yeah, all good, thank you.
Yeah, awesome, mate. Hey, obviously you got a race tomorrow up in Auckland there, Charlie.
Yeah, team's race tomorrow, get us ready for the real thing. So yeah, we'll head over in the morning and yeah, have a bit of a skid.
All right, Frankie, mate, back in New Zealand, you love coming to our country, but how's it been since the 240s?
Yeah, good. We've been getting cars prepped for teams. But, you know, the main reason we're all here, you know, we've got to give it a good go, and obviously we've kept the same team together from last year. We've got 5 really good cars, crews behind us, so we're all up for it.
Young Frankie, mate, you enjoying your time here in New Zealand? Loving the beautiful hot weather?
Yeah, loving it. It's been absolutely brilliant so far. So we'll keep going, and hopefully it continues to be just as good.
Excellent. You're currently at Rotorua. I understand there's a bit of racing happening over there tonight there, Charlie?
Yeah, there's a few bits and bobs on. We thought we was in Rotorua anyway, so we thought we'd bob over and have a little watch. So, yeah, see if it's good night racing.
You're probably a little bit teams ready already, are you, Frankie, with that hit you good at the 240s the other day, mate?
Probably teams ready with the
Oh, hey, listen, I'm always ready when I come over here. It's what we come over here for. You know, it's full contact racing, and we take whatever comes. And obviously, you know, that's why we're all built out here for the teams, and we're building up for it.
Frankie, just for you, Frankie, while I got you in the middle, I know you can hear us. It might just hear us because I know the cars are racing in the background there. What is it about this event that keeps bringing you back to New Zealand, Frankie? What is it?
Probably my stubbornness and my determination, the fact that the Kiwis just never thought we'd ever even be able to get entered in it, let alone have a good run in it. And, you know, one year we will win it. You know, they say we won't, but I know we will. You know, it's been a hard ask for, you know, I've been in since day one. Me and Guy Parker have put a lot of the groundwork into getting it up and running. It's a big ask because obviously you have to try and find 5 good cars that people will lend you for teams, and that was always going to be the sticking point because at the end of the day, you know, they just put the cars on the line out here. You've seen that, and obviously to give somebody else a car to do that, it's a different ask. So I think we've been mega lucky in the cars we've got and the people we've got backing us, you know, to help us get in there. You know, we've been in a couple of finals now, you know what I mean? So we you know, we've put up a good fight. So, you know, we just need to go that one step further and take the crown.
Charlie, what was the experience like for you, obviously, coming over after what you achieved with the World Brisker and, you know, being part of the first team for you, the teens event I'm talking about in Palmy? What was that like for you, that experience, you know, being at the square where they did the scrutineering and then the parade? What was that like for you, mate?
Yeah, obviously that start of the day is quite overwhelming and real busy and interactive with the fans. So yeah, it is nice. It's something that we're not quite used to back home. Don't really have the sort of big build up how you do towards teams. So it's definitely something to take in. But it's good for the sport. It gets everyone involved, and yeah, it gets us all ready for the big day.
What about you, young Frankie? Young Frankie, mate, what was it like for you? You know, was that quite an overwhelming experience for you?
Yeah, no, it was all right. I mean, I've been over here a lot of times and not raced when I was growing up with my dad, so I knew what to expect, really. I was just more focused on the teams racing itself and having a chance to sort of get better and improve at the talent and skill of teams, because it's completely different to anything we have at home. So it's something you really have to get used to, and you see yourself year in, year out learning from your mistakes and getting better.
I think what a lot of people don't sort of understand, especially back in the UK, in New Zealand, the guys team race when they have club nights. That's what they do. They practice, they get used to it. We've never done that back home. None of our drivers ever do that. The only time the teams race is when they come here. So to get them to come here and just jump in a car and block, it's a big ask. So you've got to learn that. Obviously in New Zealand, your drivers do it right from the word dot. You know, when they're on a club night, they're all brockling each other and taking each other out, and you know, they get prizes for the best stirrer and all that. But we don't have anything like that. So for us to come over and learn how to block, it's an hard ask.
I'm guessing on that note, though, Frankie, I'm guessing with your years of experience at your race here in New Zealand, obviously you're kind of a mentor as such to these young boys here, but also everyone else that's in the team. You've got the 2 Dutch boys. I'm guessing you kind of give them that guideline, and because you've experienced it, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I've done all the roles. I absolutely love blocking. I do. I usually end up running because I usually get one of the faster cars, but I absolutely love the blocking role. I love the thinking about it, what you're doing, and I enjoy it. You know, I don't mind the hits at all. And obviously, just to get that over to the younger guys who've never done it, and get them into the swing of that and get them to enjoy. I mean, I don't know how you enjoy getting smacked around all night, but it's what it takes. They've always said some of the best teams races in New Zealand are the blockers, and they're the ones that are the unsung heroes because nobody ever says anything about them. You know, it's always the glory men that take the checkered flag and all that, which never really get hit or anything. But it's always the block men that wake up on the Monday morning with a bad neck. So, you know, it's them guys who I think make the team.
Yeah. 100%, mate. I think it just, Charlie, last year for you doing that grand parade for the first time, did that pump you up for the whole event? I mean, do you get that over there in Britain? Do they have like that sort of atmosphere before a meeting, like cars going out on the track, where here you go out and do that big grand, and the crowd is just pumped? Did that just get you excited, mate, or what?
Yeah, definitely.
We don't get anything like that.
No, not quite. No, I enjoy that sort of thing. No, that's the sort of thing that gets me going and gets me up for it. Closest thing to that is world final for us, but
our world final on an individual scale, you just get one car, one reaction, but that team, the whole of that crowd and every team, it's just immense. It's overwhelming. I mean, the first time you do it, it just swallows you up. It does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Young Frankie, do you get nervous now that you could be possibly parking next to your dad there and race along with them? Do you get a bit nervous, mate? And obviously his mum sitting out in the crowd and the family and everyone has to come over. Do you get bloody nervous?
Not really, no. I mean, when we're on track, you're there to do a job, and whether it's your dad or not in the car next to you, you just know that that's your team and they're not going to try kill you. So that's always comforting, but you're more focused on the job in hand. I mean, you don't go on track thinking about where your family is, otherwise your head's in a completely wrong place.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Amaron's watching the show. Charlie, Amaron said to you, you're looking a little bit medium rare from last week, mate. You've been getting a bit of sun.
Yeah, we've been on the we've been out in the sun a little bit. We're peeling, skin's peeling a bit now, but yeah, back to 50 from now on, I think.
That's the one. Hey, did you enjoy the sim racing when we caught up with you at the 240s? Me and you done a few laps together. You have a bit of fun, mate. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, I enjoyed putting it up the wall. It wasn't too bad. Yeah, it was a good laugh.
You got a lot of support here, even the fans all talking, and they holds extremely well for the amount of time in the car. What's the closest you've got at teams actually there, Frankie? Do you remember?
Yeah, we've been in 2 finals, I think, now. So obviously, we've got defeated on both occasions, but obviously, we're actually made a final, so that's just unbelievable. I mean, the whole team's idea, it was always going to be the very first one we did was going to be the tester to see if the New Zealand spectators took to us actually taking part. And they opened open arms. It was unbelievable that first year when we did it. The support that we got from other teams' supporters just for us doing it. And it was just, and it's been like that every year since. They just appreciate the fact that we're coming over to go into probably the most brutal racing ever in the world, to take part as Teamgb, and that's why we're here.
Yeah, and I'm guessing too, the biggest thing last year was it was a welcome back for Teamgb, wasn't it? Because of the COVID and so forth. The crowd were really amped, and they were all happy to see Teamgb back at our event last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, and that is the biggest part of it for us is the welcome we get. I mean, even from the drivers as well. They want to race against Teamgb, they want to race against good drivers, and we fetch a team over every year, and we want to put in and win the goddamn thing. We're not here just to take part. We're not making the numbers up. We're here to win it.
Awesome, wicked. Hey, and I'm guessing too, when you think about it, like you said, Frank, you touched on it and you pretty well explained it all, because you're jumping into cars. Obviously, you're racing against New Zealanders that have been in teams, some of them been in the same team for some time, and they are racing week in and week out, hitting each other, everything like that. It's like Wayne Brunton said here, the following that comes with Teamgb is awesome. So that's great to hear and great to see. And hey, Evan, how you going, mate? Thomas, Lucas, Cody, Jade. Oh, merchandise, actually, because some of the fans want to buy Teamgb merchandise. You guys got that?
Yeah, you'll have them down at Palmy for sure. Yeah, we've got all the gear down there. Come and see us or Guy Parker, we'll have it by the cars.
Yeah. I might have to add to my Hawkeyes, Kins, I think. I might have to get a Teamgb with my Hawkeyes, I think.
Mate, we'll get a couple.
We can mix. We don't mind
that. We'll come and buy one at the square on the Saturday next week. this just doesn't happen overnight, bringing TGB over. This is a huge expense. It is a lot of work that goes into it. So how many months of preparation does Guy Parker and the team and everyone do to get you guys over here to race at 240s and then the teams?
It's basically all year round from this year. It's organising now. Because obviously when we're here, we can speak to people face to face, sponsors, car owners, team owners, just to try and, we've ended up making some good relationships. I'm in with Thomas Slater at the Pollock Crane crew. He's got cars down there, and we're getting good cars now. And obviously, we can rely on them when we're coming back, so we know that we've got something stable to jump back into. So we know where we are. So it's absolutely brilliant. But like I said, it is a lot of work, Guy. Scotty Myers puts a lot of effort in behind the scenes with Guy, to make things happen. And we're very lucky that happens. Otherwise, this thing just wouldn't take part. We wouldn't be able to take part. So you've got to say a big thank you to everybody in New Zealand who helps us, everybody, because without support here, we wouldn't have a team, we wouldn't have cars, we wouldn't have anything. So it all has to work hand in hand, and I hope we make them proud and do what we can.
Young Frankie, aside from the racing side of things, Frankie, what have you enjoyed so far about New Zealand?
It's just fucking ridiculously nice. The weather's ridiculous compared to ours at home, and some of the sites you see even driving to the race meetings, it's just unreal. So the whole experience coming over, it's something you can't really explain to people back at home. It's something that you've got to come and witness for yourself, and it's different to anything else we anywhere else really.
Have you guys got to do anything else in the downtime from the racing? Have you been on the gondolas or anything like that at Rotorua? Have you guys got to have some fun or do something else or what?
Yeah, we went rafting this afternoon. Obviously, we've been putting a lot of time on the cars, as not everybody has. You've got to get them ready. But yeah, we need downtime as well. So we do things as a group. We all went rafting this afternoon. All five of us, the whole Teamgb team could have drowned. So there wouldn't have been a Teamgb, but we didn't. We survived, didn't we? So yeah, it was good.
Good on you.
So, I'm pretty sure the instructor was trying to drown.
Hey, Charlie, the Dutch boys, have the Dutch boys caught up with you yet? Charlie, you guys yet? Are they there with you and getting ready for Auckland tomorrow?
Yeah, no, I thought they were meant to be coming tonight, but they haven't showed up yet. So,
I think they'll be alone.
Yeah, they might be a little bit later. They'll probably stop to the pub down the road having a beer. They'll be with us tomorrow.
Yeah, because they went at the 240s, but they were enjoying our country here in New Zealand, while you guys are racing at the 240s.
They was enjoying your beer.
Yes.
So you guys you've had a couple of ales obviously over here. What's your favourite beer in New Zealand that you like to drink?
Oh, I love that Export Gold, mate. Goes down a tree.
Frankie, what about you, Frankie?
Me, I'm a cider drinker, mate. I'm not a fan of beer.
Cider?
Okay.
Yeah, he's a cider man, yeah.
What about you, Frankie? What do you drink?
Me? Just zeros, that's all I drink. I have drunk for a lot of years, so
yeah.
I just stick to the Heineken Zero. That's as much as I like.
There you go, Kins drinks the Heineken Zeros too.
I'm a Heineken Zero, so I'll bloody bring one over to you, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, the old export, eh? I tell you what, it's not a bad drop, eh, Charlie? The Export Gold.
In the sun, just goes down the tree.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm glad you guys are enjoying yourselves over here and having a good time, and I expect nothing less than you guys putting on 100% good show for everybody coming tomorrow night. Even I would imagine tomorrow night is there a sort of any gentleman's agreements for tomorrow night for the practice so no one gets hurt a week out, or is it full on? Let's do it.
I didn't hear that.
There's kind of a gentleman's agreement. Everyone wants to have a practice of the teams and get up to speed on it, but at the same time, you don't want drivers getting hurt a week before the big weekend. So we kind of have an agreement that certain shots are off limits, and it's best for both teams more than anything.
It's going to be a good meeting up there tomorrow night too. You got the Yanks here as well. Are you a fan of one of those drivers, Charlie? I hear.
Oh, Bobby Pierce, yeah. I've been to America Racing, so pretty cool to see him going down there. So yeah.
Excited. Awesome.
Yeah, it's a big weekend up there, and actually, there's big weekends around the country when it comes to Speedway. Look, we better let you guys go and enjoy yourselves. I know I did ask if you had your sponsors handy, but I can see you got no paper in front of you. You've just got that phone sitting there. So we'll leave it, and when we catch up with you at the square, we'll get you to talk a bit about your sponsors because they mean so much to you all to bring you guys and the team over. But thank you three for joining us. We'll let you get back to the racing at Paradise Valley there, and we'll see you in Palmy.
We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks, guys. There we go. Team GB they're ready to go, aren't they? I think they're ready and rearing to go. And what have we got here? It's Scotty, Jaden and Scotty in the background. I think they've both worked out how to put cars in their background too. But up next, Kins, I'm just looking at the screen. Up next, we got the Gisborne Giants. Let's bring them straight in, get into it. We've got James. Sorry?
Bring them in. Yeah, bring them in.
So we've got James Clark joining us and Tim Ross. There they are, the Gisborne Giant boys. How are you?
Not bad yourself?
Yeah,
Good, mate.
Good.
Mate, Tim, you've been working out, Tim. Look at the muscles, bro?
Just a bit of tan makes it look a bit more definition.
Mate, I suppose another year, the Gisborne Giants are always strong every single year, and you're looking forward to it next weekend, Tim?
Yeah, it should be good, eh? It's obviously growing. We've had a couple of unlucky years, but we've always been there or thereabouts on the podium, so hopefully we can have another pretty good run next weekend and see how it all goes.
James, your sixth driver, mate.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we suffered a bit of a driveline failure, so we've happily taken up the sixth driver role. Just going to back the boys all weekend. They know how to get the job done. They've been there and done it. So really looking forward to, just getting out there and the atmosphere, lapping it up and, backing the boys 100.
What goes through the mind of being a sixth driver? Obviously, you won't have your car there, so you got to kind of get things pretty well set up as a sixth driver just in case you got to jump into one of the boys' cars?
Yeah, well, I mean, the ultimate goal is not to drive at all, but if we're called up, we'll be just having all our safety gear set right and making sure all our seats fit and belts and everything like that. So not too much goes into it really, but still got to be mentally prepared, I suppose, for the if the time does come, then we've got the job on.
Yeah, mentally being prepared, Tim. How do you get yourself prepared ahead of next week? Obviously, you got to do a bit of work on the car. We'll go see Pete and they get that kind of sorted out for you, making sure that's all 100%. But for you personally, how do you get yourself mentally prepared for the big show?
Oh, not really a hell of a lot, eh? Normally try and chill. It's quite a long day on the day off, so you don't really want to try and pump yourself up too much beforehand. So you kind of just, I just like to go into it chilling, and then obviously the Grand Prix gets you pretty pumped up from that point, and then you just carry it on from there.
Yeah, that's much. It is. Everyone says that, has been saying that to us actually. The long day, it is with the square and then heading to the pits and that. What are your guys' thoughts on that? I mean, if we've asked some people about that, about would they prefer the scrutineering in the pits, or do you think it's great out there at the square?
Well, it's pretty good at the square. It's good exposure for it all. The amount of merch that sells there for every team, it's good for the team. So you're making money and you're getting good, meeting young kids who you're slowly getting into the sport as well. The amount of kids that come up to you and talk to you and stuff, you can't complain about it. If that was at the track, there's probably a lot that don't go to the track, so they don't get to see that, and it's something they can aim for to go look at eventually, or that kind of side of it. The timing, maybe you could stagger the timing a bit, because I think it was 2 years ago we all went to the square at the same time and it was just absolutely mayhem, and we pretty much just went in and stepped up for 10 minutes and left again because it was full.
Yeah. So what? I know it's a big day for you on today, but you also there the day before you do a bit of a sponsors night.
Yeah, so down at McVerry's, we take our cars down, put them all on display, and all the sponsors come around, the crew, and it's just a bit of a bonding session to start the weekend off, and thank you to everyone that helps us do what we do for our team and makes it easier for us.
Yeah, I'm guessing, James, what you see a lot when you go down to those type of things and do the night before with the sponsors, you get all these people standing outside the big windows down there at McVerry's. They all taking photos, get their first images of the cars all on show so they can put it on bloody Facebook and say the Giants are here. You see a lot of fans congregate out there waiting for you to do the big sponsors night.
Oh, definitely. It's I think it's a pretty big spectacle. Shout out to Tom McVeary for letting the boys roll their cars into his nice showroom. I mean, it's just an awesome part of it. It's teams champs, really, isn't it? It's it's all about the fans and the hype and everything. And I think that just adds another level to the professionalism that our sport is sort of moving on to, which is the scrutineering in the square. It's just all about the fans and the people getting around it, which is, I think it's great for exposure and great for all the teams, merchandise sales and all that sort of stuff. And like Tim said, meeting all the young fans and stuff like that'll eventually take our spots one day, which is it's something to behold. Definitely it is a long day, but you just got to take it in, and it's awesome.
I think that's a good point to make too, Kins, that there is probably more kids that'll go with their families into the square to see the drivers than they do in the pits, So I think that's probably a really good thing about it too, because it's the fans that come and watch and support, and and they play a huge part. So I never actually thought of it that way before until they said it. About they're right about there'll be more fans or kids rather than adults, but kids get to go and see them rather in there than the pits, mate.
Yeah, that's right. You're 100% right. Because the cost of a lot of these events to go to, and a lot of events actually, is not cheap. And if there's a chance for a family and a kid to come along to the square and get a photo with these guys and the other guys and photos of the cars, grab stickers, merchandise, they're pretty happy. They're a family that's going to go home, But if you have it at the track, I'm guessing you can't let that public walk in there as easy as because you've got to have a ticket to get in there. So, there are pros, there's cons, there's positives and negatives, but it's just good to hear every avenue around. Hey, if I was sitting in a bloody office behind a desk and I heard these cars revving up, I'll be telling the boss, I'll see you, I'm out of here. I'm going down to check this out.
I've got to go.
I feel sick. I've got to go. I'm going to pull a sickie for the afternoon. But that's what you attract. You attract new fans to the sport of speedway. You'd be surprised how many who, not in Palmy, but around other areas where tracks are, they don't realise that there's an actual speedway track, let alone what the hell it is. So it's good exposure. Just grows up. Hey, obviously, you guys seem to always get that tag. You're always up there and around the top 4 anyway when you take a look at the TAB or people talk you up. What's it been like, being up there and seem to be talked about a bit there, Tim? Everyone talks about the Giants a lot.
It's a TAB curse.
Mate, you're on.
I think we just ignore the TAB this year anyway, don't we?
Yeah, I can tell you now, there's nothing more annoying when people come up to you, I've got money on you this year, you got to win. But I don't really look into it too much. Just it's more the hearsay and the background kind of thing, and just do our job. Don't really worry about it.
Nah, the focus is the job on the track. You're right. You're 100% right. Hey, I'm guessing the merchandise, it's all over the Facebook pages. So you got caps, bucket caps. You got all sorts of T-shirts, and that's going to be all available for those fans at McVerry's, I'm guessing.
Yep, it'd be McVerry's, and last year was at the square as well because we had a little bit left over, and we had a little bit at the track as well. So there'll be those 3 spots that you can get it from over Saturday, and on Sunday we'll just be at the track with whatever's left over.
Excellent. Hey, as Bruce Robinson said the other night when he joined us from the airport, the draw for the big event will be done live tomorrow between 8 and 8:30 from what I read on the Speedway track. That's where they're going to do it. I understand if you buy the stream through Video Hub, you'll get to see it, but I understand also they're going to put it up on the actual Robertson Prestige International Speedway as well, the draw, something like that. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about, and the draw will be happening from what I understand at around between 8 and 8:30 from memory.
Yeah. Just a question here from old KJ James Freeman here for James. He's got James, as a Gizzy boy, how proud has it been seeing the growth of the club represented on the big stages?
Oh, it's been phenomenal. Credit to Peter and Ethan and Asher. They've definitely put Gizzy on the map, and then all the rest of the boys that are there, year in year out. It's been pretty awesome, to see all the drivers that have come through and represented the club, and just the backing that we get from the fans and everything like that. It's phenomenal everywhere you go. I was even at Bathurst last year, and I saw a guy wearing a Gisborne Giants t-shirt. So it's worldwide. So it's pretty cool to see, and it's awesome to be a part of. I mean, I couldn't think of a better group of guys to race with. The commitment is 110%, and nothing less. So it's definitely been an awesome ride, and we're just looking forward to bringing on this year, and have another crack at it.
What's so good about what you just said then, James, is also the Gisborne development team, because they're no slouches. These young guys, your James boys, Sam Hughes, and a few others in there. I know Tom Cooper come to Huntley not that long ago as well and jumped in one of the cars. But, you got a development team that's just itching at the edge to get to the big show in Palmy. They're really right there or thereabouts. And, mate, they're just hanging in there, just waiting to get there and bloody show at the fans what they can do as well, because I know one of the James boys at Huntley gave Pete a bit of a flipsy and an upside down, but that's just what sees the strength of Superstocks now that is growing within the GA, Tim.
Yeah, it's good, eh? So it makes us fight for our spots a bit more. Like, if you don't perform, then you're out, kind of thing. It probably puts a bit more pressure on us to do our job a bit better, which is always good. You can't complain with competition within the team. So like you said, the James boys, Reggie Peggy, Tom Cooper, Sam, everyone's pushing in the spot. And then James jumped in for us last year and he did a brilliant job. So it just goes to show that when they come in, they're doing their job and filling in for the squad nicely.
Yeah. Question for you, Tim. Mason O'Dwyer. I guess you know what this is. You look at the smile says it, eh? Can you ask Tim how night one was at R&V?
Well, let's just say if night one at R&V was a heat between the 30 of us, I started off grid 30 and still won. I was that on form.
James started laughing even before you finished the question, Ken. Say he obviously knew something.
I didn't need to hear the end of it.
How are you?
You cut at R&V too. I thought it might have been that as well. It was one of the two.
Wicked. You got a lot of fans watching the show tonight, just popping and having fun, enjoying themselves.
So you guys going to have family there with you as well for the weekend? All your family there? And
Yep. My family normally travel everywhere with me, and then I've got about 5 crew guys that travel around with me as well. So they will be there helping and supporting. Definitely need it.
Yeah, James.
Yeah. I have my young fellas there, and mother and father-in-law, and just all my pit crew, my partner, and it'll be they all turn up to back us 100%. So it's not just it's not just the drivers, it's everybody, all the families, everything. So it's awesome. So it's a pretty involved sport. Yeah.
It's pretty important, isn't it, having your family support there as well. I mean, we forget just how much they give up as well, don't we, with all the racing? People talk about the drivers and the crews, but the families, the partners, the kids, they give up a lot too to support as well, don't they?
Yeah, 100%. It's it's a big commitment, in the shed, late nights, early mornings, all day, all weekends. It takes a toll after a while, but it's they're committed just as much as you are to achieve what everybody dreams of. So it's and I suppose that's what makes it's such a great sport, is everybody's in it 100%, and it's good.
Awesome.
Tim, honestly, that parade, hey, it's next level. Hey, when you see all the fans, and you got a big contingent of fans from the G that travel, and some have jumped on the bandwagon. It's just unbelievable, eh?
Yeah, it's definitely crazy, eh? That's why every year we try to take a different kid that I pick out from somewhere to come for it, so they can lap it up too. And it's just, I don't know, I've never experienced like that. guess when you play little club footy, you play in front of like 1,000 people at most. And when you go in front of that many people, it's crazy.
That's crazy, eh? We've got one big kid above you there anyway there, Tim, that might be driving Pete's car in the parade by the sound of things, so we might have booked him in to drive Pete's car in the parade. Look at the smile already, eh? But to make him, he'll quickly switch to be a G this next weekend, mate.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be hard case when people bloody recognise me in the bloody car. Look, oh, there he is, the silver fox. Look, he's in there. There he is. Oh, it'll be fun. I'm excited about it, mate. So plenty going on there. Obviously, is any of you guys got sponsors you want to do a shout out handy or anything like that?
Yeah, okay. I've got the sponsors list here. Obviously, none of it happens without these guys. So, a big shout out to Hessel's, New Day Morning Harvest, Hessel's Eggs, Cleaners Wholesale Nelson, McCaffrey Metal Cartage, Simon's Glass, Tyre General, Kia, Brent Body Prestige, Tyre General Gisborne, 102 Muffler Centre, Total Body, Property Maintenance, McVeary Crawford, Harris Contracting, Hartley, Sign Fusion, RMD, Gulf Western, CSR, Ross Pumps, Tire, and Farum Aviation Group, Machinery Specialists. I think I've covered pretty much all of them. Shout out to all those guys. They make it possible. So, yeah.
Awesome. Oh, look, there's one of the biggest supporters there, eh? Look at that. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, number one. Yep.
Number one supporter.
Look at him, he's happy as.
I'll remember this moment, James, because, if we're still doing this show and I'm looking at him, 16, 17 years or 20 years, that little bugger could be sitting there. We could be not too bloody old to be talking to him, but, that's just what it is, eh?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, he's into it, loves it, so can't get enough of it. So, yeah, it really is a family sport. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Tim, Scotty Ross, your manager, mate, does a lot of work behind the scenes. He puts a lot of time into it, and you've got Brendan doing all your merch and everything like that. There's a big team behind the G.
Yeah, that's for sure. Scotty does a brilliant job. He keeps us all intact, gives us our programs, so we're all over it. And then, Brendan does a crazy job. He's pretty much organising everything from us from start to finish, making sure that we're all on time in every single place. So, without those two, it'd be a bit of a struggle. It means Pete would have to do probably a lot more organising, which means less cars and people. But so those two pretty much keep us going, really.
You guys could be sitting with You guys could be sitting with the Dutch boys down at the pub having a few hours if that's the way they are.
That'd be a bit
dangerous. Yeah, exactly. Hey, awesome guys. Thank you for joining us, being part of the Gisborne Giants. I wish you all the best, obviously, next weekend. And have you got any race? I know Tim's got engine issues, but Tim, you got any racing this weekend coming up or nah?
Nah, take my car down to Palmy just to give it another quick overlook, and Pete can put his fine eye over it and see if he can find anything else that something could go wrong. But now I'm pretty much all sorted, so I'll just take it down there and get it ready, get it all signed written and good to go.
Awesome, right, boys. Hey, thank you, and we'll catch up with you boys at McVeary's next Saturday. Eh?
Sounds good. See you then. Thanks, boys.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers, guys.
Thank you.
Well, they're all ready to go, aren't they? The old Gisborne Giants. They're time to up all the. I'm just reading all the comments because there's a lot of comments coming through tonight. A lot of people are excited. I'm surprised there's not a lot of people at the pub, to be honest. I'm glad they came to watch the show, hey. But just before we bring in the C boys, the Christchurch boys, we'll just go through our competition we've got going as well. So if you have a son, daughter, granddaughter, grandson, nephew, niece, aged between the ages of 9 to 13, come starting tomorrow when I put the post up, you can enter that child into the competition. All the teams have agreed to jump on board with us for this competition. So the winner of it gets to choose which team they want to go to, and they get to be an honorary member of that team in the pits and be a pit crew. They might get to change a wheel, I know, do a wheel nut, polish a bonnet. I don't know. The team will give them something to do and work with them and have some fun. They'll also get a little merch pack from the team. And the best part of it, Kins, is they get to go in the grand parade, which will be a lasting memory forever. And then once the parade's finished, they get to they go back up with their family and sit in the stand and watch some epic racing, mate. But yeah, that's the competition, and we're excited, are we, mate, to be able to make this happen for some young child.
Mm-hmm. Look, already full of entries. I'm 48. Can I enter? It's already got the comments in there. Everyone loves to try, mate. It's the kids. They want to have fun, 9 to 13. Don't forget to the highly anticipated Enzed Superstocks Team Champs draw will be done live tomorrow. It will be at Prestige Pools, Waikaraka Park, between 8:30 during their big meeting. If you got the stream from Video Hub, you'll get to see it. But also, it will be shared on the Facebook page and the website pnspeedway.co.nz. So just a heads up on that. Made mention that Charlie Sorda, big fan of Bobby Pierce. Just talking with Bobby as well. We're hopefully going to get him on our show sometime during the week next week and have a chat with him, and maybe Jason Fager, and see how the Americans are obviously up there racing in Auckland tomorrow night and getting ready to be the support class on the Sunday down at the Enzed Superstock Teams Champs. It doesn't get any bigger when you have the Suckered Up Eagles and, of course, the defending champs. Mate, I love the merchandise. Let's bring in Jaden and Scotty.
Very cool. Let's bring them in. So here we go. We have Scotty Tennant and Jaden Ward. How are you, team?
G'day, guys.
Oh, here I was thinking, have you got the background working too, Jaden, on yours, or are you actually in the shed?
I'm actually in the shed working, believe it or not.
Scotty's got a flash-looking background. You know, when you take a look at that picture with you two guys of the two cars, you know, history in the making, that's something you two can never, ever take away from you, even though it was one on an afternoon, but that's etched in history for a long time, eh, Scotty?
Yeah, it's always special, and even more special to come out with the victory in the final. It was definitely a day to be remembered for sure for us. For both me and my family, and obviously all the Christchurch team and supporters. It was awesome.
Yeah. Jaden, for you, obviously, when you take a look at that picture, what Scotty's got, mate, doesn't get any better than that, eh? And I know you were just out there doing your thing, and you helped Scotty get home in the final. Mate, you just turned it on.
Yeah, can't beat being surrounded with a good group of guys, and, that weekend us all fell together. Winning either, day or night, it didn't matter. We still celebrated hard and, enjoyed the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Look, I know KJ's watching, James Freeman, and I'll say this just for those boys back in the day, Speedo and Sidewinder. There we go. KJ knows what they're talking about. The good old days. The good old days.
Yeah.
Hey, actually, Scotty, actually, you had a bit of a jam on the RF2 at Rodas at the 240s.
It was good. I seem to remember someone was too scared to jump on with me when they seen But no, it was good. It was shame that meeting was interrupted by the weather. Otherwise, we could have had a bit longer on there. But it was pretty good. You guys have done a good job on that. So yeah, it was awesome. Didn't do me much help though. I didn't qualify using the map, so maybe I need to change the setup or something.
Jaden, what's it been like over the past 12 months when you won this bloody event? You put it up for grabs next weekend, mate. What's that ride been like for you personally?
Well, it's been bloody good. Winning teams is the pinnacle of all on the Superstock calendar. It's the holy grail as such. So it's been bloody good. It's something you always want to win, and being a Superstock driver, personally myself, that's why we do this sport, is to go Superstock Teams Racing. So I've enjoyed the ride, and hopefully we can defend it next weekend.
Your first Teams Champ title, eh, Scotty? It's your first. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Is this your second, Jaden?
Yeah, we won it in 2019 as well.
I think so. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. There's
a
lot of people saying back to back on here. That's not much pressure at all, eh?
No pressure.
No pressure. So, but how was has your old man said much to you, Jaden? Like, Graham was heavily into teams and drove well as well, and I don't think he even managed to get a title himself. What does he say to you when you come out with that big win, mate? Is he pretty proud?
2006, buddy, he won the Superstock Teams Champs.
Oh, he did. There you go. Look, I knew someone would know. Wait, I'm old. I forget everything. I should have known that too, Dane, for going that long.
Sorry, but what was your question? Sorry.
Does he talk to you about that? Is he pretty proud of you doing that? I mean, your achievements in a Superstock?
I think was the first time I really seen him cry was when we won the Superstock Teams Champs.
Wow.
You know, with the Eagles the first time in 2019, he was just that overwhelmed and proud, I suppose. You know, it is the pinnacle, and to see his boy do it, probably very hard to take in, I suppose. Yeah.
Oh, that's
What about you, Scotty? With Dave, you know, he's battled many years with the All Stars for a long time. And mate, what was the emotional like for your dad?
Yeah, it's pretty emotional. Both him and Mum.
Yeah,
they were pretty chuffed. You know, they obviously did a lot of teams racing over the years, Dad and stuff. So yeah, he was pretty over the moon. Much the same as Graham. You know, he's probably more emotional when me and Jaden got the job done and the rest of the boys, rather than if he one of the events he won or whatever. So that was pretty cool.
excellent. You got a lot of fans watching. It's obvious. Steve Fletcher up the Eagles. Scott Honeybone, he's your biggest fan. Obviously, he's always talking about the Eagles and the sea and everything. Scott's always going on about it.
Is he? I've never seen any of that.
Yeah. What else do you got?
Hey, you mentioned when we spoke to you a while back, actually, Jaden, you mentioned about how you watched a lot of videos and stuff on like the YouTube and that about different techniques and racing that. Do you still watch after a team champs? Watch some of the videos that go up and in cars just to see if there's any other things you can improve on, or do you just drive all the time now without having to worry about it?
Yeah, generally, after the teams champs, I go through and watch a lot of it just to see what we can improve on and whatnot. I haven't watched any leading up to this one. I probably will, the days coming beforehand. It all helps though, but over the years I've stepped back a little bit from it. But if someone pulls off some magical racing and they got their in cars up, I'll go study it for sure.
What about yourself, Scotty? Do you do any of that? Watch any of the videos and that going around just to enhance yourself a bit?
To be honest, like there's probably not a teams race out there, but a media that I've not seen. So I'm probably a walking encyclopedia of that stuff. I don't think there's a teams race I haven't watched. To be honest, if there's it out there, I'll watch it. So, I guess me, not actually I haven't done too many teams champs, but I think I'll probably watch more film than anyone. Like I bet on that. To be honest, there'd be very few people out there that watch more racing than me. Just studying and just even watching my own racing. Like I always look at it and be like, it's great we won last year, but obviously looking at my own performance, there's a lot of things I could improve on. So I'm always trying to get the next level and improve myself. So I improve the job I can do for the team.
Wow,
it's interesting, Kins, that these young fellas don't get as good just by. I mean, they've both got very good natural talent, obviously, but there's a lot more that goes into it behind the scenes for you guys as well. Not just fixing the cars and that, but trying to learn more and to be the best. I mean, I think it's fantastic.
You know what these two young men just said too? This is what these mini stock drivers who aspire to be super stock drivers in the pinnacle, like Jaden said, is teams racing. You can take a lot from what they just said then, because I tell you what, if you want to get ahead in the game, do what they've done. It's readily available all over social media platform. Nearly every bugger's got a camera going, let alone filming everything these days, and you can get the insights on it. Bloody well done. James, for you, Scotty, or KJ's on the roll here, mate. How was it coming up against your good mate Gav Taniwha last year? And this year, you line up alongside your good mate James Thean. So first, what was it like coming up against Gav?
Oh, yeah, it was good. It was better if I could get around him. But, I was pretty much blue for the backless 75, but I was trying to do my job out there as best I could. And, Gav's cool, and, obviously raced together alongside each other and raced against each other. So, it was pretty cool to line up against the old Green Hornet out there. And then obviously James, James I've known for a long time, and he's been going pretty good in the old 14C. So it's going to be cool to get him out there and alongside us out there in the Glen Eagles.
Okay.
I think it's a bit of a lifelong dream for him to obviously get out there in Superstock teams. So it's pretty cool to line up alongside him.
Steve Fletcher got a question for you, Jaden. Ask Jaden, how much mental and physically do you prepare yourself, when you come into your roles, whether it's a block role, and just being able to stay focused on that role?
I've got it all inside my head the way I do it. I just try to keep calm and relaxed. I listen to a lot of music that keeps me calm before I go out racing, and it keeps me, my mind strong. Funnily enough, I tend to listen to old like Mike Tyson videos and get that mongrel mentality into my brain. Like want to think like a mongrel and go out there and kill or be killed attitude. So if I can put that onto the track, take away the footwork and put me in the steering wheel, I use that same mindset.
Wow. Okay. I like that. I've been watching a fair bit of bloody Mike Tyson on the old TikTok these days. And once you start playing with that boxing stuff, you see all the biggest hits and the knockout punch stuff. It's pretty full on. Mike's actually quite covered a lot actually on the old TikTok. Phil Andrews need to get their 2024 tattoo on the back or the neck, boys, eh? Wasn't Phil talking about a tattoo the other day, Books? Was it Phil? Someone was talking about getting a tattoo, eh? If
someone won, they were going to get a tattoo. Yeah. Who was that? What team was that? Someone, yeah. That'll be interesting. I can't remember who it was now. But, yeah. I'm just trying to read the comments at the same time. They're coming thick and fast for you, boys. You're a lot of fans and very popular going through. It's trying to hard. Every time I go to read one, it pops up a bit higher. I'm too slow to read, mate. But,
mate, I know Corbin's actually, because you had a bit of a stellar year, Scotty, because you actually won the stock car teams as well as that event in Huntley as well. So, and I'm guessing you're going to be backing up with the boys up there, come New Zealand stock car teams, I'm guessing, later this year?
Yeah, try to. But, this weekend's, coming weekend's all about the Superstock teams. I'm not looking past that. That's the... Like we climbed the mountain last year, and we're looking to do it again. So I'm not looking past that weekend. That's all that matters at this stage.
Yeah, mate, focus on this one. Again, KJ, for you, Jaden, I know he's a big bloody fan, mate. He was sitting next to us at the New Zealand and going hard out for you there and everything. For Jaden, when you need an outside perspective or coming up against is that a car going past your place, Books?
Nah, motorbike going past the workshop.
It's normally me. They normally go past my house doing donuts and burnouts because I live in the hood. Yeah.
Okay, so when you need an outside perspective for coming up against opposition, who do you call?
James Freeman. I've done so now. Seriously, I've done so twice on the past because, as you guys probably know, and Scott Tennant, you'll know, King James. James Freeman's an encyclopedia of the speedway world, and he knows the ins and outs. Even though he's not a driver, he knows what's up, and he studies all these drivers and teams out there, and it's good to take on outside knowledge. So, yeah, I've called on KJ twice.
Yeah, no, exactly. He was sitting there with us at the New Zealand Superstocks in Miami up on Turn 1, Turn 2. And we were talking about a question in regards to this team's event, actually the youngest ever driver to win a team's title. Was that right?
Yeah, the youngest driver, the first youngest driver, the youngest driver to ever win the team's champs. And, yeah, he figured it out. Yeah.
Yes, it took a little while. He had his brain thinking, and he was thinking...
And there's probably only there'd only be a handful of people that could figure that out as well, and
exactly
the wealth of knowledge.
You reckon Scotty?
Oh, if you give me a tip, is it 2010s? Are we talking 2010s onwards?
Oh, I can't remember the year. KJ, put up the year it was.
You could be.
I could probably figure it out. It might
in the early 2000s. It's in the early 2000s, mate. You're right.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, was it?
Jaden's thinking now too.
It's got to be a tiger.
No, it's not a tiger. It's not a tiger. If anyone knows the answer, put it away. 90s,
it was the 90s. KJ's put up 90s.
Yeah. Okay, that's probably more. Yeah, it's definitely King James's realm. The 90s.
That's going to bug you all night now, eh, Scotty?
I'll think don't spoil it for me. I'm going to.
I won't tell you.
You figure it out. Yeah, because
get off Google, Scotty.
It was asked on me, and when I was sitting next to this individual, I knew it straight away, and I thought to myself, and I remember some of the other stuff that happened during that period when he was racing teams as well up in Auckland, but I'll leave it at that.
So, your car, is that your car from last year you're still using, Jaden, or is that your new one?
Yeah, correct. That's the car from last season. So Cam Rain's now the new owner of this, and he's given us the pleasure of racing it for the start of the season while he's battling some issues. So he gets it back directly after Teams Champs, and he's going to go straight into the South Island Superstock title.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, you've done well with this year. I mean, you went back to back for the $10,000 shootout in Wellington there.
Yep.
That car goes nice there, doesn't it? It gets fast on that track.
Yeah, yes. It loves the Wellington track, and quickly becoming a favourite track of mine, that's for sure. What they're doing there with their track surface is bloody brilliant. You know, we struggle with slick tracks everywhere around the country now, and Wellington seem to have it down packed. You know, race 1, start of the night, she's drive he has to the very last race of the night, you know, with modified saloons and all sorts there. So whatever they're doing, they've got it good.
Did you go over and see that young fella after the meeting with that final hit?
Oh, Trent.
Yeah, old Trent. Yeah, he was all good about it, and he's learned obviously a lot from it, and he's going places for sure. I didn't realise he was actually 17 when I did the hit on him, so he's going to be a big star in the future, that's for sure. He already is, isn't he?
Yeah, well, it didn't phase him, did it? He came back down. Yeah.
I seen that coming too, and I knew when that young guy went out wide. I knew it. You're buggered, mate.
That was dialed. That hit was dialed in a lap earlier, mate.
You were very patient. I must admit, it was a very patient runoff. Yeah, very patient. Yes. And Scotty, have you got? Is it just Malcolm's car again, or someone told me that you were getting a new car to use at Teams? Or was it just still the same one?
No, that's the same car as last year. So we're back in the 808C. This picture behind me, well, that way.
Yeah. And that's the one you've been using all season, yeah?
Yep. That's the same car.
Yeah.
Hey, just out of curiosity, where'd the 808 come from? What's the deal with that?
I always wanted a triple-digit number.
Yeah.
After seeing some cool ones, and I just thought I'd change it up, and a bit unique, with the 0 and 808. And I'm a Forrest Wang fan. If anyone knows the Formula Drift,
yeah.
He goes all good. And 808's the area code, I think, for Hawaii, and that's why he uses it. But I just used to like the look of it. There's not many zeros and numbers, so I just thought it's a bit of a unique combo.
Okay. What did I say? Steve Fletcher, no, not Barry Hunter.
No, not Barry Hunter.
Keep thinking. Hey, as I said at the intro there, the merch is available, Jaden. You got all your merch and everything, hoodies, just about everything you could think of. That's going to be down at the square, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it'll be at the square, but mainly at the neighbourhood. It's a new bar in Palmerston North, was the old Brewer's Apprentice. So we're going to put our cars on show down there to start with. So all of our fans and supporters and whatnot can go down there, and that's the first place you can buy the merchandise. So being quick, because it usually runs out pretty fast. So the neighbourhood is where to go.
That's Saturday morning?
Yeah, Saturday morning.
Cool. I'll be there.
They do look good. I do like the design. Who did the design? Was it Young Lennon, was it?
Yeah, Brado.
Yeah, very cool design. I must admit, the shirts these days, people are coming out with good stuff, hey? Our Hawkeyes is pretty plain, and they need to step it up a bit, I think. Jeez. I don't know what the new match is like this year, though. Hey, what's that, Jay?
Who did that? Was that Zach Lawrence?
Yeah, it probably was Zach, actually. Yeah.
Whip him into shape.
Not Dave, not Kerry Wimden either.
Someone has put the correct answer in the comments, but I just brushed by.
I'll have a guess right at the end. I got a name. Well, I can throw it out there now.
Just throw it out, mate.
Is it a Stratford driver?
No.
No, okay, forget it. I was going to go Roy Collingwood, but I thought early 90s, but give me a bit more time.
Yeah.
There has been one correct answer there. There's a lot of people saying a lot of names, though.
Keep thinking, Scotty.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Lower North Island or higher North Island, South Island,
We can say it's a North Island.
It's North Island. Yeah, it is North Island. Where is it? It's not quite central, but a bit higher. Oh, look at that. Look at these bloody...
So you guys got all the family and... Someone's put Wayne Hemi. No, not Wayne Hemi. So have you guys got all your family and everything join you this weekend, next weekend as well? I mean, that's pretty important, isn't it, having the family there?
Yep. Yeah, obviously it's a big event. Well, it's a family sport, isn't it, Speedway? So, yeah. Also, shout out to all the spectators. It was probably the one thing that was a bit of, not a surprise, but it was a shock to me, how much support Christchurch actually gets. So it's awesome to see everyone out there and supporting the team. You know, they really wear their hearts on their sleeves, and just a big thank you to all our spectators and supporters. And obviously the family members are there supporting us all the way.
Yeah, now I remember when we caught up with you guys at the tavern after your win on that Sunday when I got in. We did the live wrap up with yourself, Harley, and Malcolm, and we explained to the viewers, look, you're just going to have to excuse some of the expletive words because these guys are there to celebrate.
They've been on it for a while.
Yeah, they've been on it, and Malcolm didn't hold back. You know, when you think Malcolm and what he means to this team, means to the club, and he really, well, he's the main sponsor actually. And when he wears about the Eagles, he loves it. He just rides the whole bloody thing, Jaden. And you know what Malcolm's like, mate. He's just 110% behind this commitment all the way.
Yeah, well, he's got free cars on the team, so that shows his commitment without saying, and he's been behind this Eagles team for that many years, so it was good to do it with him in 2019 and tick that off the list for him. And it's bloody great to see him back in the team now as sixth driver as well. So he's still involved, not just as a sponsor, but solely in the team as well.
Yeah, well, I did see Palmy Superstock Teams put up some old pictures today or yesterday, Kins as well, and there was Malcolm in a Hawkeye shirt back in the day.
Yeah.
So right. I forgot about that. So
There's a bit of a story about that one as well. I don't know if it's too safe to share, but I think he got the call up on the way up to Palmy Teams for that drive. So, he was on the way to watch. I don't know if there's a Christchurch team there or whatever, but he wasn't actually going to race, and he was on his way up, and I think it was Grant Midden's car. He was literally come into the track and into Teams Racing as late as he could be prepared, I guess. So.
So we might have to organise a quiz night between this man and KJ one night, Kins,
I'll give him a run.
Just a show. We'll put some questions. We'll go research and get some questions and hit them both up. Have a quiz night with these two. See who gets the. We'll put a trophy up.
I'll give him a go for sure, but he's pretty good, old King James. But I'll give him a crack for that.
I'm tempted, like Booker said, we'll come down to bloody Palmy or something. We'll go somewhere. We'll host a bloody big quiz night, and you have a bit of fun. And
raise some money for a charity, you reckon, Kins?
Raise some money for a charity.
Yeah.
Stu Russell, Scott, do you have your own fantasy teams card this year?
Yeah, well, I hope so. Like, I hope I did all right. Like last year, the old fantasy. I hope I made some people. I hope I got some points last year. Hopefully, get some more this year. So I think Jaden was probably top dog on that with his performances. So, but hopefully, I hope so. I'll sign one for Stu if he's there.
Yes, Stu. 2012, Dave Roygo was supposed to race for the Hawkeyes, but Malcolm ended up driving. And Ron.
Am seems to know quite a bit too, doesn't he, about it all?
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
It's pretty
There's
clever.
a lot of people. There's a lot of people out there that know a lot around our sport, mate. Obviously, the hoodies are available first served basis on the Saturday. Get there nice and early. Then, of course, you guys arrive at the square and do what you do there. Head on down to the track. And does the parade still excite you like it did way back in the day, Jaden? You still enjoy the hype of that?
Yeah, mate. It's bloody awesome to interact with all the crowd and all the atmosphere, I don't know. I think the good old days with the cars running and getting the Grand Parade done faster was a bit better, but I won't complain at how they're running it. We'll just keep going how it is. It's still fine. So yeah.
You still love the parade, Scotty?
Oh yeah, the racing does more for me than that, but it's pretty cool to get out there in front of all the fans and see the spectators and I'm just out there chilling out, ready for the racing. So, but it's cool to get out there. It's a showpiece. It's an event in itself, really. I know people are always like, "Oh, you should get straight into racing," and I'm like, "Where can you have the place? Like this. It's an hour. It's almost an hour event. By the time you get all the cars and stuff out there, and it's pretty cool. When it's a good spectacle, and it's a good way to start Team Champs. I think with everyone out there, all the supporters and everyone that's helped you get there. So it's cool to put it on out there for them.
Corbin, some of the supporters, Corbin will be out on turn 4, Scotty, so look out turn 4 on the parade. Give them away. No last minute paint jobs this year, Jaden? That's Darren Quirk.
Yeah, my wing's actually going into your work on Monday, actually, so Ethan Rees clearly hasn't told you about that, so yeah, you're getting it on Monday.
Steve Fletcher, can you ask Jaden quickly? I asked you earlier in the season if I could join the team in the parade. Am I still allowed to? I'm not too sure, Steve. I'm not too sure how that works, mate. They'll have that all sorted, I would guess.
Come see us.
Come and see them. There you go. There you go. Go see them, Steve. Favorite memories? What's your favorite memory? Scotty, what's your favorite memory? This is Riley William. What's your favorite memory of teams, mate?
I mean, lifting the trophy at the end is pretty special. Getting the last race done was more of a relief than anything. Obviously, I needed a few push starts, and Jaden was more kindly able to help me out. So he'll start charging me this year if he does any more. So I'm going to get my act together. But no, just getting the job done and seeing everyone's expressions afterwards is pretty cool to go out there and win it for them. There's a lot of people who put a lot of hours behind the scenes, and it's an honour to go out there and race for them.
Okay. Your favourite memory of teams racing there, Jaden?
Probably they're all pretty good, eh? The debut for the Mustangs was pretty cool. The initial going out there for my very first time was pretty special. Winning it in 2019, lifting that trophy for the first time. And then obviously last year, that probably felt better than the first time. But just doing it for all of our fans and supporters, seeing all the joy on all their faces is what makes it very special. So hopefully we can do that again.
Wicked. Harley's watching now, boys. Harley's busy watching there. Are the boys allowed to drink the night before the final? It's Harley, eh?
There's a story behind that, isn't there, team?
Yeah. He's just got quiet and smiled, eh, Scotty? Look at him. He's just sitting there. Yeah.
We were prepped for a rain out.
Mate, obviously, as we've talked to all the teams over the week, this whole week, build up to the Enzed New Zealand Superstock Teams Champs, you got to do the sponsors shout out. You can't do it without them. Any of you boys got that handy to do a bit of a shout out to them? Okay, go, Scotty.
Yes, a big shout out to all our spectators and sponsors and the guys that were on board last year when we won, and obviously everyone that's come on board again this year. It's an honour to run your businesses, so it's pretty cool. Thank you for supporting us. So we've got Manawatu Concrete Plumbing and Spraying, Barry Ensley Building, Hellenbach Haulage, Enzed Building Removals, Anderton Decorators, AA Plumbing and Gas, Marley Fiberglass, Transform Graphics, BL Graphics, Gear Tech, Port Hills Forklift Services, Smith Cranes, Full Moon Fabrication, the Woodford Glen Shop, Mega Turbo, Tyre and Service Centre, SCS Engineering, Neighbourhood, which we will be located at most of the weekend. Suck It Up, obviously, as Malcolm, he's a big part of this team. Elite Wheelco, Fast Blast, Transform, Paint and Panel, and special one-off to go Slideways. He'll be watching from upstairs, and I'm sure he's happy with the result last year, so it'll be pretty cool to go out there and do it all for him again.
Good. All right, mate, before we let you guys go, have you worked it out yet, the youngest driver to ever win teams?
No.
Can you give us a town where he's from?
I'll give you the letter. H.
Is it Waikato? Yeah, Waikato.
Yeah.
It'll be
Jared Wade.
No.
93 or 95? Which one? They won it 2 years.
I've just scrolled back up.
95 was against the All Stars, so that was Bomber Brennan was in the team. I can't remember who was really young at that time.
Got a black car.
Black car.
Black car had an H on it. And they're associated with a lot of sponsorship. Was 93. Yeah, you got it. There you go. There's the answer.
I bet you study.
Something because Lala's cars haven't been black for a long time, but the classic livery was
23H. Yeah, love it.
Hey, just for anyone else wanting to do something after the finals, the Rotorua Rebels have put up a trophy for a boat race against the Glen Eagles and the Rebels. So that's going to be at the neighbourhood. So if you want to watch the Rotorua team get smoked,
They were talking about that here in the week, those two boys, AJ and Alan, eh?
Our spots in the team depend on it, so we can't lose that race.
Going off last year's performance, old Harley Rob's going to be our reserve anyway, so give us a way better shot.
Love it. Hey guys, it's been a pleasure talking to you two, part of the defending champs from last year. And look, I know you got a huge support and you're carrying the South Island, and I know there's some Auckland friends of yours as well. Scotty, that's supporting you. Likewise with you, Jaden, in the Palmy area as well, mate. But yeah, it's a bloody big one. Everyone's talked about it this Speedway season, the back-to-back in many ways, mate. Bring it on, eh? Bring on next weekend.
Bring it on.
Bring them all on.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for taking time for us on a Friday. I'm sure you guys are probably normally out having a couple of quiet hours on a Friday, so I'm sure the fans appreciate it as much as we did to have you guys on here. We wish you all the best, and I might have to look at one of those bloody tops myself, Kins, I think, because I like the design so much.
Oh, mate, I'm going down their neighbourhood. What time I got to be there? 8 o'clock in the morning? I'll be there.
Early. There's always a queue. Like, hot purchase of kit, so getting fast, getting quick. So
yeah, mate.
they'll be gone fast. So
I'm into
that
it.
awesome, and just appreciate what you guys do. Obviously, there's a lot of work putting on the show, and this is a busy time for you guys. So appreciate everything you guys do to pump up the racing. It's awesome to be back on here. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you both
Cheers,
for joining us, and all the best, and we'll catch up with you boys at the square. Actually, no, we'll catch up in neighbourhood. I'll be there neighbourhood.
Yep.
I'll be singing in the morning. 5 o'clock in the morning, I'll be there.
We won't be there, but you can get in line.
No, I'm gonna sleep there. I want a bloody hoodie. I'm gonna sleep there.
I was going to say that you'll be sleeping there, boy.
Yeah, I know, I will be. Cheers,
Hey, I
boys.
want a challenge on that simulator too, Kins.
Okay, bro. Easy.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, they won't be there this weekend,
He's
but
easy, mate. He's scared. Kids are scared, so you'll see.
Rose. Scotty didn't know what the hell hit him, bro. So shit. Easy. Done, bro. Let's bring on the old Speedo and Kinser days. Let's have some fun, bro.
Yeah, harder.
Sweet as. You got a good
Cheers,
setup,
guys.
mate? You'll see that's so good, bro. You got a spare one I can borrow?
Yeah, bro, you're still using it, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. I'm still got good fun. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks, team.
Thank you. Cheers.
There we go. Okay, before we finish up, I'll quickly go through our contest again. I'll put it up tomorrow morning. I've got to make a poster yet, but age between 9 and 13, you can enter your child, grandchild, or niece or nephew to go into a draw to win, to be an honorary member of a team. They get to choose the team of their choice. And they get to help out the team before the meeting, doing something. Like we say, we're not sure what they'll do, change a wheel, do something. But and they get a little prize pack, plus they get to go in that grand parade and be a part of that team's grand parade and experience something that will be unreal for a child of that age. So watch the page tomorrow morning, team, and it'll go up. But when it goes up, please don't message me or message our page going, when's it happening? It'll happen tomorrow morning at some stage when I get around to it. So yeah,
exactly. Just be patient.
Just be patient. It will go up.
We'll get it there. Yeah, we'll get it up there.
Yeah.
And of course, tomorrow night, if you're buying the stream from up there in Auckland Video Hub, who will be doing the stream, obviously, as they always have at the Palmy Teams events, 7 days, 21 hours, 50 minutes, and 48 seconds. It's counting down. But, watch that tomorrow between 8 and 8:30 tomorrow night. They'll do the live draw on the stream, but it also will be posted up on the website as well. Look, that pretty well wraps up. And what I've noted too, with talking to most of these teams over the whole week, is the amount of sponsors from around the Palmerston Manawatu area on a lot of these teams. Unbelievable, it's just unreal. Yes, we know it's hosted in Palmerston North at the Central Energy Trust Arena, but the event doesn't get any bigger than what it is. Obviously, you all know about the event. Thousands congregate to the area. No doubt they book the same motels or try to get a tent site. You can't but get along to the bigger show, the iconic event that we all tend to turn up to, bro. It's been a bloody good week is what I'm saying. I became a granddad the other day as well, and doing this during the week has just been wicked, catching up with all of these drivers and doing the event we're going to do with the kids as well. So yeah, it's huge.
100%, mate. And I just want to thank everybody that joined us this week and got involved with the show by asking questions and giving us feedback. We always love the feedback, and we appreciate you joining in and watching and tuning in and supporting. The support from everybody out there this week for each of their teams has been fantastic, and I'm sure the teams appreciate it as much as we do. We've enjoyed bringing it to you this week. It's been a long week, but it's time now for us to say goodbye for the week. During the week next week, we might have something different and special put on as a sort of inside look into the garage side of things with a team's build-up. So stay tuned for that. Look for that post tomorrow. But thanks to everybody that's joined in and supported us as well this week. We appreciate it, don't we, Kins?
Oh, exactly, mate. And my weekend from tomorrow, I'll be over at Huntley International Speedway commentating. I know the bro Ams is going to be joining me as well. So we're looking forward to sharing the microphone together and talking about the Big 30 lap modified. It was about, 10 or 12 cars are racing. The lanes will be there. Jamie Fox and a few others. Kaylin from down the road. So plenty of speedway. I know Miani's got a big event on tomorrow, obviously up in Auckland.
Yeah, I might be helping out Korea Motorsport Media tomorrow, doing some interviews. But yeah.
Yeah. And you got the big one up in Auckland as well. You got the Brits and the All-Stars, and you got the Super Saloon guys. You've also got Saloon Car title being raced at Kiki. Rotorua is currently on now as I speak. Bay Park's happening as well. So there is a lot of speedway up and down the country to look forward to. For us, we've got a 3-day weekend up here. It's our anniversary weekend. And then, of course, I head down to Palmy on the Friday from the world-famous Pyro, Lemon and Pyro. Take care, everyone. Please enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there, and if you're going to Palmy, bring a smile, bring a good vibe, and enjoy the action that's going to unfold on the track. And the beach ball. Don't tell Bruce. Don't tell Bruce. But all the information you need to know is all on the websites, the Facebook page, screened in 12:30 till 3. Head on down to the track, and yeah, we'll see you at the track, eh? Wanganui got a local meeting as well. Thanks, Evan. Thanks, fans. Be safe.
See you later. Holy snapping duck shit.
My good mate from Bump and Run Booker joins us.
I'm excited for another great show tonight. Give it the hoot now.